to invite Vibha Mathur ma'am for her knowledgeable words.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for inviting me to this conference, and I wish you all the best. And I do hope that the participants take out a lot of learning and share their relevant experiences and their papers with one another, which will help them to, inculcate the academic research and the studies into their professional lives. So I wish all the participants and the organizers a very best before I start. So when I was asked to speak on this topic, how the technology embraces today and influences the lives of the people, I was thinking that it's a vast topic to touch upon because our lives are nowhere left untouched through the use of massive use of technology today. Uh, I the eras of the 1980s. Post that, the country saw a dramatic change in the way we use technology and embrace it, and the way it is changing. The industries, the companies are compelled to adopt this because if they don't adopt the new technologies, they are left far behind in the strategy and the implementations. So, as I say that it plays a vital role in our lives. It has touched upon our daily routine. So, I will just speak on a very small aspect today, and I will leave it to the much more experienced, wider experienced invitees we have today on our panel. So let's just see, how technology touches our life every day and in our routine. So I'll just give you a very classic example. We all have our smartphones, and there's an app, there's an application, or there's a automated, speech recognition thing called Hey Google or Hey Siri, and these commands quickly enable our phones. And it's a massive thing, how you can just quickly, use those features in your phone, and you can just ask for anything. You want to ask for a map location, it just pops up. You want to ask for a shop location, it pops up. You sometimes you may be, wondering that, you are just speaking to somebody, you want a medicine, and suddenly there's a search result which pops up on your phone. So this is how the lives have been dependent on the technology, and it has been evolving day by day. So from smartphones to smartwatches to smart to artificial intelligence, technology has thus come a long way, and we need to have a modern workplace which embraces technology, and businesses are developing their strategies around this. The traditional way of interaction between the buyer and the seller has changed today with the embracing of e-commerce, which the industries have now conformed to it as a proper channel to buy and sell. So, like I'll just give you an example. So, post COVID, now when we go to a restaurant, do we get a menu? No, we don't get a menu. We just get a barcode, and the whole menu pops up on your phone. So, this is how the technology is embracing your lives and changing the way the people are doing business. Same is with travel. How many of us, have traveled, and it is a seamless experience. At every point you have a technology hitting you, somewhere, and we don't even realize that, we're using a technology. So it has become an extension or an integral part of our life. So now just think of the way the internet has changed the social behavior. Now, I'll just give you an example that social behavior earlier was the bonding of human beings face to face, but uh, with the embracing of the digital transformation, we have the social media applications, and we all are trapped into a digital cave, I would say, that is embracing our life, and it has impacted our life. And with this comes the consequences of, content quality, quantity, fake news. So it is all an aspect of the digital transformation which the companies are seeing, and it is not only the so if you look at the spread of the fake news, how people use it as a simple medium to just create some sort of viral video or a viral post or a viral content. So companies are taking notice of this, and it is impacting the way people interact with one another. It is impacting the people are behaving with one another. It is impacting the way people are thinking. So there is a transformation to look into the genuine and the verified information. Now, so I'll just give you one classic example. So the social media giants, I will not name any social media giants, and or any of the social media applications if you see. So what do? If we are on a digital platform or a social media platform, so the first thing we do is to add friends, and then we start a conversation. And but there is a section always which is popping up. Okay, go to this video link, go to this personalized shopping content, or if you have shopped somewhere online on your phone, you will see the retailer popping up the ads. So have you ever realized why is that being done? So these giants are earning their revenues. So it is a click by spend money, which is coming and monetizing their platforms, and it is the way the business operates, and they are not going to change it in any way in the near future. It is increasing in the way we are sharing our shopping experiences, the way we are embracing our what do you say, the shopping experiences, the way we are doing our searches on. So if I'm looking for a clothing apparel, I will have retailers, popping up the ads. If it is Indian, it is Indian. If it is Western, it is Western. It is like a form of a business, which is being operated, and it is going to get deeper, more personal. Your information is being shared, your data is being shared, but we all need to be we need to know that what is the correct source of information, how much personalization do we need to give out, because these all aspects are being worked upon. So this is the way, the OTT content which is being developed now. So this is how we used as psychosocial model to create new business opportunities. And as we grow, with allow the technology to govern our behavior, it is being used as an emotional, social, societal, or personal way of, dealing with. So, but as we use to effectively improve the productivity in our routine in the long run, we must act to supplement our life instead of being, the. Now, coming to the 2000s, now I'll just speak on, how this digital transformation has changed and how we have worked. So there is 4 points, which has come to my mind. And these are the way we socialize, the way we work, the way we communicate, and way we gather information. I'll just give you one more example here. So this is a study, which has been done in US, and this is about the super chain market, which focused on the human needs and understanding of the human needs and how they could digitalize and change the way their business was operating. So so the typical areas of interest which related to this supermarket was the point of service, in-store productivity, in-store service management, shrinking, and how to get more customer footfall. So each of these areas were operationally very important for the supermarket, and they wanted to have a clear perspective on each of these. Now, so the widely held assumption which the retailers found was that the customers were increasingly drawn to discount stores because they were value load in the pricing they were provided. So after the social science researchers spent quite a significant number of days, interacting with the groups of customers, watching as they shopped, planned, made their dinners with their family, etc. So they compiled all the results, and the result which was compiled was very much different from the expectations of the supermarket. So I'll just briefly list out some of the data pieces which are compelling. So some of the studies was, number one, the families were not eating together at the same time every day. And many families also had 3 or 4 different kind of diets included into their habits to be considered. So the fundamental shift in the behavior was dramatic, and the superstore was not considering the way the behavior had shifted. People in the study were shopping more than 9 times a week on an average, and people were not loyal to a specific supermarket and generally did not search for any discounts. So when we see, the discounts kind of schemes which are coming up, so people were not looking for discounts. Instead, they were choosing the supermarket, which was convenient, which was more convenient to shop at. So after all day, they would not carefully consider the prices. They were just looking at the convenience to shop. The third point they found was that that the superstores, as they say, the discounts or the premiums, but instead the people were guided by the mood and the experience of the store. So once you do a detailed study, the supermarket or the super chain was compelled to reconsider their vision for serving the customers and becoming fundamentally, update their value propositions, and before embarking a digital transformation. So the point I want to bring here is that, with a clear customer-centric purpose in the place, which is a powerful idea to begin with, you can emerge with the digital innovations that will thrive longer in the marketplace. Companies that do not implement such ideas in concrete technological solutions remain stuck in a pre-digital era. The key challenge remains to be how you want to do the business. You just want to be there, or are you actually doing it and implementing it? Companies, you will see, they will launch do digital, kind of series to discrete initiatives. They will bring a lot of applications. They will keep on, so someday, there's a marketing application being launched. There's a sales application which is being launched. But the companies also need to see that is this all kind of a, a la carte, where you have different specific specific items, as which you can pick up and create your own meal, or are you going to do a business model which will significantly change the way you deal with your customers in your approach, and all these initiatives, the digital initiative which you want to introduce in your company, will fit together and will help to jointly address the value proposition you are addressing to the customer. So to be digital, so you need to have so in the common language or in the simpler language, I would say that for a digital across the organization, a shared understanding of the goals of the digital transformation is very important. And some of the aspects of this are like data, your amplifiers, your interfaces. Your amplifiers can be your smartphones, your cloud servers. Your interfaces are your devices and your solutions, your applications, websites, touch screens, etc. These are all your interfaces by which you want to interact with the customers. Algorithms, your data mining, your how you want to personalize your reach to the customer. Recall, recollect, be visible to the customer, send a personalized message on their birthday, on their anniversary, or basically, just introduce a discount scheme, to get the customer back. And along with it, tying your business logic to whatever you are doing. So it is not a one-way approach that we need to look at. It is a two-way approach that the companies are embracing today. It is the need of the hour that it just can't be a one-way traffic. That I just want the customer. No, it has to be a two-way traffic, and your strategy has to be around that. In the end, I would like to say that get the people. So the customer orientation vision of the business transformation is very important. You just merely don't have to be digital. You have to do things which are embracing your ideas, your value proposition, your vision, your strategy. Get the interplay right. Ensure that the two perspectives of the people and technology coexist in the business or the project you are looking at. And it's the way the world is moving beyond the way we were doing marketing and sales, or handling the human behavior or the people when we say organizational management of the people. So we all need to embrace it and move forward, and it's a learning path for all the companies as the technology is evolving and the needs of the customer is increasing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom that how our life have become the smart life and how our behavior compared with the technology. It will be a great pleasure for us to listen to you again in our future events. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us in this session. We will start our technical session at 12 noon onwards. Thank you so much.